All right, so probably last year, I saw this Kickstarter campaign for this company called AER. And basically, what they do is they make a throwable GoPro housing that looks a little bit like a oversized Nerf football with big wings on it. I'm not really one to do a lot of Kickstarter campaigns, but this one really kind of piqued my interest because I'd like to have a drone, but the whole thing with that is a lot of places I go you can't really use them. You gotta have a special license for it, and I mean the prices are coming down, but they're still pretty expensive. So I went ahead and I backed this Kickstarter campaign for this AER, AER, and it took them a while to get everything up and running with it, which is understandable to a Kickstarter campaign, and they finally sent it out. And after a little bit of a shipping snafu, which is out of their control, and to them, if anybody from AER is watching this, Pablo, who I spoke to via email about the whole shipping problem where they sent mine to Louisiana by accident and then they lost it, they were great. They were on top of everything. They made sure it got to me to the point where they were willing to just send me another one and just eat the loss. So thank you guys. That was awesome. It finally came in the mail, and I've got it right here. Now, I got the pouch that came with it, I think because of the early bird funding, and it comes in a bunch of parts. So what you do is you got these two fins, like so, and there's this carbon fiber kind of support rod in the center, and you stick them together, and it makes the body. All right, and then you take your GoPro. It comes with the nose cone, and it's got this little rubber piece for the back. So if you've got your GoPro, like I'm going to put my GoPro 5 Hero 5 Black in there. So you put your GoPro into the nose cone, and you can see in there. You should be able to see in there. There's kind of a cutout. You set your GoPro in there, and then so you put your GoPro in there with this rubber piece on the touchscreen. So that gives it a little cushion when that little bump goes down there. So then you line it up with the threads. You screw it together. All right. Make sure your camera's lined up in there, which it is. I'm just going to tap it down a little bit. And then there is this strap. That strap helps hold everything together. Alright, so you put that around the neck so you can feed this back through. Situate this on there. Pull it tight. And there you go. Your AER is ready to be thrown. Now, I haven't taken this out yet. I'm going to take this out in a few minutes here and give it its first test. And should be pretty cool. It takes a little while, from my understanding, to get used to throwing it. And I'm going to go find a nice open, soft field somewhere. Me and my buddy can go out there and we're going to start throwing this thing around and seeing what we can get. Seen some really cool videos with it so far. It's pretty well balanced to the nose, so it's going to want to do this. So we'll see. We'll get it out there, throw it around a little bit, and see what kind of footage we can get. All right, let's go check it out. Alright, so I just got back from testing out the AER. Now there's a couple things that I learned. Now when I first put the camera in, I used my GoPro Hero 5 Black. Alright, I just put it right in here without its case. Not the right thing to do. It took me a minute to realize that when you look inside here, this is actually designed to hold a GoPro, like a mount. Alright, so if you put your Hero 5 in there, make sure you put it in the frame. In the frame that comes with the GoPro, so it holds it more securely. Also, if you've got, well, you still want to use this. Okay, you still want to put this on the touch screen because the Hero 5 is a little bit thinner than the Hero 3 or 4 in its dive case. So if you've got a Hero 3 or Hero 4 in a dive case, it goes right inside and fits in there perfectly. Alright, so don't just throw your Hero 5 in there. It'd probably be okay, but it will definitely sit a little bit better if you use the case. So took it out, threw it around a little bit. Did have a little bit of a problem with it. Not sure. And that was from one of us catching it kind of like this, and that's almost a perfect spot where you would caught it like that. It didn't seem to affect it, and it hasn't gotten any worse. It happened on one of the first few throws that we did with it. But it seems like it's okay. Not exactly sure how that happened. But it's cool. Definitely takes some practice to get it to so it doesn't twist in the air when you're throwing it. It wants to kind of roll over. But you know, I guess it just takes some time to get used to. Very interested in getting this out with the. Actually, this has a curl to the. I wonder if that's making a turn. Let's see if we can flatten that out. One of my fins has a definite turn to it, if you can see that. That may be making it want to curl a little bit. So let's see what I can do about flattening that out. But it's cool. It's definitely different perspective. And I highly suggest shooting the first little bit that we were testing it out. I was shooting at 24 frames per second because that's what I'm used to shooting at, and I realized can't really slow that down. And especially if you're throwing it straight up in the air, that turn happens so fast and it comes back down that you kind of want the at least 120 frames per second to slow that down. So yeah, the AER. So yeah, the AER, very cool, lots of fun. Held up really good. It took a couple pretty good shots right on the nose cone in grass. Nothing on, didn't throw it on any pavement or hard pack or anything like that. Just in the grass. Very interested to get this out and throw it around with the kayaks where it's landing in water. Might be able to get some cool shots at that. But yeah, some definite direct shots right on the nose cone. Either just missed throw or I just hurled it up there one time just to. I was trying to get it to catch in some tree branches or something like that just to slow it down, but completely missed, and it just landed smack down on the camera, and it took the shot pretty good. So it's definitely tough. This, like I said, not sure what happened there, what that got caught on, but it definitely broke the fin a little bit. But like I said, kept throwing it, and it didn't create any issues. So I'll have to see what I can do about maybe getting a replacement fin for that. And let's take a look real quick and see which fin that is. I don't think it's the one with the carbon fiber rod through it. I hope not, because I'm guessing that one's more expensive to replace. But let's. So, and of course it is the one with the carbon fiber rod in there. So, I'll see if it's possible to get replacements for these. It looks like that rod actually split too. Yeah, a little damage to it. That's a little disappointing. That's probably one of those shots it took where it landed right on the nose cone. So you really want to be careful with that. I mean, you're throwing a camera around, and a GoPro is not cheap. So you're throwing your like $400 camera through the air, so you can kind of want to be a little gentle with it. and this isn't really designed to take a lot of heavy shots, so definitely want to be careful with your air. You get some really cool shots. Make sure, like I said, that you're throwing it on a fairly soft surface. Water would probably be great, because it probably wouldn't get a whole lot of shock from that. Just hopefully it doesn't sink. I haven't tested it in water. And snow would probably be good, as long as it wasn't hard packed snow. So I'll keep playing with it and see what happens, and see what the replacement of these is going to cost me. So yeah, that's the AER, the AER. A lot of fun to play with. Can probably get some really cool shots with the GoPro with this. So looking forward to messing with it some more without completely destroying it. And again, that's this brake right here in this carbon fiber, wherever they made this out of. That's my bad. I did throw that, and I know exactly when it happened. I threw it, missed the branches, and I was going to try to use it to slow it down, and it landed right on her. And it did make kind of an odd sound when it hits, and that was probably what it was. So not any fault of the design at all, or of what they tell you, because they actually tell you not to do that. So my bad. But I want to push it, and it's still going. I mean, it's not like it's out of service at all. So maybe some Gorilla Glue will hold that together. Who knows? We'll see. I mean, that's why I got it. I got it to try it out and beat it up a little bit. So the AER, throw your GoPro if you're looking at it on Google. I'll see what it is to fix it. But yeah, definitely fun. I'm looking forward to do some more with it. So thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. No, it just landed hard. Aside from